late night game. You feel me? We're about to make the best of this. The most of it, I mean. We're about to make the most out of this. You feel me? Bring that real. Something gonna be explained, man. All the shit that I've been through, I made my way about it. I do what I wanna do, what they gon' say about it. I stay chasing down that money, I can't stay without it. Bitches get to acting funny, I can't feel no way about it. That's just part of the game, my nigga. Try to stay away from love, it just bring me pain, my nigga. I keep it moving, cause my heart won't let me stay attached. If I ever hurt you, I apologize, but I can't take it back. R.I.P. to my niggas, wish I could bring them back. So many of them out here with us, hard to think that I bullets are deep and they don't say no names. We from the streets, they don't play no games. This shit ain't gon' change. Hope for the best, but we expect the worst. Yeah, this shit my best to my last breath. Watch me bless the verse. We come from stepping first from where you hear them weapons burst. Don't fear no man with the saying, we can throw them hands and throw these weapons. Work. All money in the RP nigga. Running in 50 plus 50, nigga. Yeah. Tell them get with me, nigga. Let me hear this one time. I gotta hear this. They ain't really who they claim to be. I swear this shit is something shame. How can you compare me to a nigga that's a lame? Really came from nothing, now it's diamonds in my chain. The streets really changed for me. Cause they ain't really who they claim to be. Shit just ain't the same to me. Really having money and blessing from what we came from. In a different bag, but they thinking it's the same one. Maybe I'm too grown for the games you tryna play with me. I just want you to keep straight with me.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you into Paycor Stadium on the riverfront here in Cincinnati. Today we hit double digits week 10, and we've got a good one in store as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. All this pain on me. It wasn't in the rain for me. Let's go. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
It's like the loving took a change
from me. Return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Came from nothing, now diamonds in my chain. It's really changed for me. Cause they ain't really who they claim to be. Shit is simply same to me. Really having money and blessing from what we came from. In a different bag, but they thinking it's the same one. Maybe I'm too grown for the games I'm tryna play with me. I just want you to keep straight with me. I said I'm a gangster, don't compare me to no lane. Boy, I remember something to get stripped about your chain. I don't know which one to blame.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year back in week 2. And it was the visiting Bengals who came away with the victory in that one. So they'll look to take the season series now here at home in Cincinnati.
Soft for this Play-Doh. Fatigue up on my job, it got me feeling like it's Halo. We fight though. Really out of here, now we got cake on.
Something like this time to get the juice, and I got your Fago. How can you compare me to a nigga that's
all on the 35. Here comes second and 5. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Look at this Browns defense. They were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
Out of the gun now on third down.
Come on now.
Open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. They'll try and throw for it here.
Let's go.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Go.
A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs.
Get it.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 7. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. His first pass attempt of the game, Charles, and the pass rush was right there to hit him. But no fear, he delivered an accurate ball. Nice catch.
And you never want to see your quarterback getting hit, but it also sends a message to the rest of the team when he's able to take that shot and still deliver downfield. Showing a little toughness, and the team rallies around him. This could really help them on their drive.
A predictable game. He kind of had on. He's not ass. He like, he plays some real.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. The solid stiff arm. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point.
Let me
into
get that!
heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
I hate that.
And he'll take this back down inside the 20. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Shut up, CD.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Browns' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, they'll throw. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 23 yards on the play.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved, because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
They go play action here on 1st down.
Come on, quickly there, but it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Second and 10.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. Doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Browns take a 3-touchdown lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 1st down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever...
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play there for Cincinnati. 51 yards.
Defensive talk 101. Don't let the quarterback out of the pocket, because when that happens, yeah, you may shrink the field with your defense, but it's so easy to lose someone on the backside. And he finds him and picks up a big gain.
They'll give it to Mixon, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. He'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals get a bit closer.
Well, since we don't have a rooting interest in this one, neither one of us wanted to see this one get out of hand too early. Here we are in the first quarter. That was an important response for them to score, already down 21.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be taken in by Ashton Doolin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A gain there of 21 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Tanner Muse coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, and those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And some space here. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 97 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now it's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. The point after is good, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far.
And they're off to the races down the right side. A big play there on the catch and run. 78 yards.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Mixon going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Mixon again, and he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. So they've had 2 cracks at it from the 3. They haven't moved the ball an inch.
And I don't think you can continue to go ahead and run up against that brick wall. They've got to go to something different here. More than likely, the ball goes in the air on this snap.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this Browns defense stands tall. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get 1 play before the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. They'll let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Bengals will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Quick slant caught by Chase. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Mixon with a first down carry. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has three options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll flip this out to Evans. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. But it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Second and 11. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Doolin, the man in motion. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 8. They're going to look to throw. A throw on the money there to Doolin. And he's going to be wrangled down quickly after the catch up at the 45-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 157 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 4. They'll drop to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 32-yard line. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack to the 27-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now a 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. He throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Here we go on 4th down. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
2nd and 4. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That was
Extra
a real
point splits
drive.
the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
You got to get that up. That's fucking on the way, bro.
The Bengals drive about to get going. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And part of you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl.
Oh, hit that nigga.
Lead late. That wasn't enough to put someone away.
Damn.
But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Oh.
So nice number one. And come on now. 79 Bronco.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle, it's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Mixon will try the right side. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bengals are able to cut into that deficit. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Never return it.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. There he goes, left side. Down the left sideline. Inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Browns will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point attempt here still to come. And that stretches the lead to 27. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 5.
Oh!
And a quick throw
That
here
was a
that's
dot.
complete.
That was a dot. But I was
Second
against
catch
that.
for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Cincinnati.
Larry?
45 yards. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is, his ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
Back to throw now on first down. Looking middle,
That
and
boy
that's
got,
complete.
I ain't gonna lie, you got,
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Jamar Chase, Larry Fitzgerald.
From the gun to give to Mixon.
Sit him
And
down.
he brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up first and goal. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose.
And he is
Okay,
in.
Joe.
Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
There we go.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
Run a nigga over,
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
2nd and 9. Doolin, the man in motion. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Browns on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll look to throw here.
Oh, my God, it's
incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Prior to that, they were 2 for 2 on 4th down conversions in this ball game. Now 3 for 3.
And you've got to figure their luck's got to run out at some point, doesn't it? I will just tell you from a defense's point of view, someone has to step forward on 4th down and make a play himself, because they're just letting it happen to him right now.
The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or 2 if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game. That has to drive a coach crazy.
This will be caught at the 30.
He'll
be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Let me get it right back.
This pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment, but find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Brought down by Devin Harper. Now 2nd and 9. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be
oh, my nigga.
Daxton Hill picks it
That
off.
was a
and
dot,
the Bengals
bruh.
will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Off to the races. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Browns add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point right down the middle, and that will bump the lead up to 26.
Good shit, y'all. Good shit, y'all.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Bengals drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. And the Browns are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So it goes from a 3-score to a 4-score lead here in the closing moments of the 4th quarter. And whether they got that bonus touchdown or not, it's been a pretty impressive performance.
And they did it with not much time left. But they took what little time was on the clock and used it well, didn't they? Put a real exclamation point on their win with that score.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Dancing to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And my goodness, another interception. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Stays on his feet. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Browns, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens.
That young nigga be the truth, but something still gotta be explained.
HT made the wave.
You heard? Yeah, you don't know what I've been through. Nah, you don't know what I've been through. Keep it flipping, mind my business, what I'm into. Don't got a lot of niggas that I've been to. Nah, you don't know what I've been through. Nah, you don't know what I've been through. Paper chasing, that's what I'm into. Probably couldn't face the shit I've been through. All the shit that I done been through. If I was you and you was me, I guarantee you would've been through life and death situations that I ran into. I go through shit, I get through shit, I don't pretend to. Yeah, go get them chips that's on my menu. Don't trust none of these bitches, thought you been new. I stand tall through it all like real men do. Give it to them raw, nigga, I ball with no gym shoes. I come through, spin a few, then I'm back in traffic. I told her if that pussy hit shit, I might back to back it. Then I get back to stacking cabbage. Truth be told, I'm like that purple and that gold on the back of magic. This hit different, that nigga you ain't seen before. That bitch said she love me, she ain't mean it though. Yeah, I took that L, but I ain't lost it. Still checking that mail on my boss shit. Yeah, you don't know what I've been through. Nah, you don't know what I've been through. Keep it flipping, mind my business, what I'm into. Don't got a lot of niggas that I've been to. Nah, you don't know what I've been through. Nah, you don't know what I've been through. Paper chasing, that's what I'm into. Probably couldn't face the shit I've been through. I'm from the part of the city where they don't make it out. Kept it 100 like 250's what I'm fake about. Tell them get with me, I show them what this cake about. Every step a gamble, no such thing as the safest route. Nah, just get that paper and stay in your lane. Don't do no favors for a nigga who won't do the same. And don't associate with lames, I ain't built that way. And don't be out here playing games, you get killed that way. Nigga, this shit realer than you thought. Way realer than you thought. By the realest I was taught. I told her, baby, can't no feelings get involved. All these players on quarterback and got me feeling like a boss. If you ain't walking, I ain't feeling what you talking about. If it ain't by no chicken, then I'm walking out. Look, I be the topic of discussion. I'ma get it if I ain't got it. Niggas ain't stopping nothing. Believe that. You don't know what I've been through. Nah, you don't know what I've been through. Keep it flipping, mind my business, what I'm into. Don't got a lot of niggas that I've been to. Nah, you don't know what I've been through. Nah, you don't know what I've been through. Paper chasing, that's what I'm into. Probably couldn't face the shit I've been through.
How is he a 90? I don't get it. I don't care. Give that nigga some speed. Thank you.
want my niggas some speed real quick. My nigga D eat some speed, man. Come on. Speed. Let's go. Oh. It's my pleasure. Bring it up real. Something that I'm gonna be explaining, man. Lie. All the shit that I've been through, I make my way about it. I do what I wanna do, what they gon' say about it. I stay chasing down that money, I can't stay without it. Bitches get to acting funny, I can't feel no way about it. That's just part of the game, my nigga. Try to stay away from love, it just bring me pain, my nigga. I keep it moving, cause my heart won't let me stay attached. If I ever hurt you, I apologize, but I can't take it back. R.I.P. to my niggas, wish I could bring them back. So many of them out here with us, hard to think of that. Bullets are deep and they don't say no names. We from the streets, they don't play no games. This shit ain't gon' change. Hope for the best, but we expect the worst. Yeah, this shit my best to my last breath. Watch me bless the verse. We come from stepping first from where you hear them weapons burst. Don't fear no man, what you saying? We can throw them hands and throw these weapons. Word. All money in the RP Nipsey, nigga. Running in 50 plus 50, nigga. Yeah. It's my pleasure. Bring it up
shit that I've been through, I made my way about it. I do what I wanna do, what they gon' say about it. I stay chasing down that money, I can't stay without it. Bitches get to acting funny, I can't feel no way about it. That's just part of the game, my nigga. Try to stay away from love, it just bring me pain, my nigga. I keep it moving, cause my heart won't let me stay attached. If I ever hurt you, I apologize, but I can't take it back. R.I.P. to my niggas, wish I could bring them back. So many of them not here with us, hard to think of that. Bullets are deep and they don't say no names. We from the streets, they don't play no games. This shit ain't gon' change. Nah, hope for the best, but we expect the worst. Yeah, this shit my best to my last breath. Watch me bless the verse. We come from stepping first, from where you hear them weapons burst. Don't fear no man, what you saying? We can throw them hands and throw these weapons. Work. All money in the RP Nipsey, nigga. Running in 50 plus 50, nigga. Yeah. Tell them get with me, nigga. You know he does it major. How it feel when you fuck with a player. Hunters Point, California, I got that city in me. My daddy shining down on me, which pops is living with me. Just know you living in me. Can't let these niggas in me. I'm not the type to envy. I be out here getting plenty. Tryna cut that concrete with them feet be touching. All I know is hold your own, nigga. Yeah. Tell them get with me, nigga. You know he does it major. How it feel when you fuck with a player. Hunters Point, California, I got that city in me. My daddy shining down on me, which pops is living with me. Just know you living in me. Can't let these niggas in me. I'm not the type to envy. I be out here getting plenty. Tryna cut that concrete with them feet be touching. All I know is hold your own if it ain't teach you nothing. We born sinning, so we fight to live better. Up all night tryna get better. Hard work and make a difference, nigga. This shit is in me, it ain't on me, my nigga. I go and get it. You ain't with it, you don't know me, my nigga. Putting up them ditches like I'm Kobe, nigga. In this booth I average 40, nigga. Pay me residuals like I owe me, nigga. All money in the RP Nipsey, nigga. Running in 50 plus 50, nigga. Yeah. Tell them get with me, nigga. You know he does it major. How it feel when you fuck with a player. Yeah. All money in the RP Nipsey, nigga. Running in 50 plus 50, nigga. Yeah. Tell them get with me.